Hey guys, welcome to Rockin' the Country. I'm Don. I'm doing a reaction today to an artist and a song that I don't know, but it went like this. I do my recordings. I try to get 5 songs in a row, 5 reactions, and I was on my way down to shoot, in my basement, which is where I've got my green screen and other things set up down here. And there was a request on on the channel that I had just read for John D. Hale's song Desperate People. Like, all right, I'll consider adding that to the list. And then I saw that it was requested by Hale. So there wasn't I posted in the comments Waylon, so this is a shout out to you. I don't know if you're related, because I have had some family members or band members either request songs or comment on songs, sometimes the artists themselves. And I love that. I love when you guys make your presence known so that the people on the channel, can interact, with you, maybe help build your audiences and stuff. But nonetheless, it's just fun to interact with one another. So as of the time of this recording, I don't know if you're related or if it's just a coincidence. I'm going to guess you're related in some way, but that's just a guess. So this is John D. Hale's song, Desperate People. And I think from what I said, I wrote it down. Maybe I saw it. Was it a Facebook page or I binged it or something that is from Missouri. So maybe you guys say Missouri, but let's get into it. The John D. Hale Band, Desperate People. I don't know what this is.
Well, I'm kinda in a pinch, need to make a quick buck. But it ain't nothing new, I'm getting pretty damn used to bad luck. Guess I was tired of being broke, that's why I did what I done. I'm just a desperate man with a mind like a loaded gun.
Yeah. I'm stopping. Sometimes, one, it helps to not get blocked when you interrupt songs, but I don't do it just to interrupt. But, Desperate People, I think about them a lot. One, we hit the lottery in so many ways being born in America, but everybody goes through hardship. And whether it's emotional or financial, and sometimes I think about folks, whether in the inner cities or in parts of eastern Kentucky or, in the hills somewhere that just don't have anything. And they make do, but man, is that a hard thing just to make do. And already, what are we, 30 seconds into the song, and this is where I'm going. Desperate. I don't know where this song is going. Maybe he's going to do real wrong. I don't know. But goodness, man, I have compassion for people whose lives are just freaking hard.
Well, old man Jones, he lives around the next bend. Growing up, we heard the tales of all the cash he kept hid. Since his wife passed away, well, his mind is fading fast. So he won't even notice when I rob him of his cash. The line starts to fade between what's wrong and right. Black and white day turn to gray, disappear into the night. Please tell my sweet dear mother never meant to cause her shame. And tell daddy I didn't mean to disgrace the family name.
Yeah, man.
But it's just sad, desperate people do desperate things.
The lines blur. That's what he's talking about. And there's also a fine line between having compassion for people who might have done something wrong and giving them a second chance, or when someone steps over the line and they just keep making those bad decisions, and then your compassion runs out and you're like, I don't know what happened. You can't do this to other people. All right, let's see where we go with the song. He's going to rob the old man down the street, and that's where his line blurred because the guy didn't have his wife anymore, and his mind was slipping, so he won't miss the cash.
The screen door rattled and the old steps creak. My heart's a pounding heavy and my knees are getting weak. I was stumbling through the dark when I heard a voice call. Don't you take another step where this hammer is gonna fall.
I figured.
Well, I don't know why I ran, guess it's feeling from my gut. I all but made a wood before I felt the lead cut. Now my heart's a beating weaker and the air is growing thin. I said a little prayer as I drew my last breath in. The line that starts to fade between what's wrong and right. Black and white day turn to gray, disappear to the night. Please tell my sweet dear mother I never meant to cause her shame. Tell daddy I didn't mean to disgrace the family name. But it's just sad, desperate people, they do desperate things. Yeah, it's just sad, desperate people, they do desperate things.
Well, that took me for a ride. There were two desperate people in that song. The man who shot him, he was an old man living alone, and he'd live in fear. So he had a gun, of course, and somebody comes in the house, and now you're desperate, you're scared, and you're old, you can't run. You get your gun ready. You can talk yourself into it. I remember when I was a kid. Not that many of us as kids did this. We don't know the way the world works. We don't know how we're hurting other people. We don't know when we steal that candy bar, that soda from that the store down the street, how it's impacting their bottom line. You don't know. But you talk yourself into it. Oh, they'll never miss it. But they do miss it. And you realize that when you get older and somebody takes something from you, or you're trying to run your own business or do whatever you're trying to do, and you're like, good Lord, where did my lawnmower go? Or where did my whatever go? And then someone took it. And you do miss it. You tend to know what you've got. But anyhow, yeah, that song had that repetitive beat that we decry Nashville for putting out, but this wasn't the same thing. There's nothing wrong with the repetitive beat. The problem is like when an industry only puts out a repetitive beat, it gets tiresome after a while. This song, it belonged there, and it sort of had a different type of meaning and imparted a different type of feel. Kind of in the same way that bluegrass will have like these murder songs going on in them, which this wasn't far from it. And yet they're this upbeat, instrumentation, and you're like, well, 14 people died today, and you're like, wait a minute, that's not good, but you get caught away with the music. And this was like, this is just the drumbeat of life for desperate people. And at one point, something's going to go wrong for you, but people who are trapped, not just didn't go to college or maybe didn't have good parents and wind up with nothing, I just think about them, uh, you know. So, what do I rate a song like this? It was unexpected, I'll tell you. It was different too, and it was country, but I mean, it was unique sound. I don't know, is there a unique sound in Missouri? You guys have educated me on Eastern Kentucky, and then you got parts of Oklahoma, and then, different sounds from different places, specific, the Tyler Childers, West Virginia, Eastern Kentucky type sound, and so on. But is there something in Missouri? Let me know if there is, and if this, captured that. So, I got to give a shout out. Whale and Hale, I'll have already put up on the screen whether you're related, because hopefully you read my comment and responded. But, oh, crud, man, I got to rate this song. I liked covering that subject. It hits me, because that's how I think, and I was born with an unhealthy dose of compassion, I guess, and so I think about people who don't have much, or people who wind up in bad situations. And I don't like all those people either, but still, they started as babies, and somehow something went wrong. When you're broke, poor, you got a mouth to feed, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I was not in that situation, so I've been broke, but not that broke. All right, I'm giving that an 8.5. That was a good song. I liked it. All right, so John D. Hale's Desperate People, 8.5. I like the song. I like the subject. I like the desire to cover a subject like that. And I like the way he depicted it. It wasn't whiny at all. It's like, I actually wound up on the wrong end of the gun. I thought the guy might have, that they were going to rob, but there was a little plot twist there. And I appreciate that kind of thoughtfulness in a song. And then he was a good-hearted guy, too. He asked his parents, like, tell them I'm sorry. I didn't mean to disgrace the family name. So in a sense, you could see the contrast between doing something he knew was wrong, but still having a kind-heartedness, a social awareness, a family awareness of what he had just done to his own family. Maybe the one thing he could have done was apologize to the guy who's now got to live with the fact that he shot someone. So anyway, all right, Whale and Hale, thank you for that recommendation, my friend. That was good stuff. And I wish you well. And that's it. All right, guys, I'll see you on another video. Have a great day and keep rocking the country.